What if one quiet moment of being truly seen could heal a heart that had forgotten how to hope? After years of carrying everything alone, a single father never imagined his neighbor would notice his hidden pain until the night she stepped forward and whispered words that would forever change their lives and his little girl's too. Daniel had resided in the peaceful apartment building for 6 months, yet it seemed like 6 long years. Raising his child alone did not drain him the most. It was the deep solitude, preparing meals, dropping off at school, midnight illnesses, overdue bills, the constant cycle of duties. All of it rested on his shoulders. His daughter Lily was everything. To him, she was 7, cheerful, kind, and far too mature for her young age. The separation had made her mature quicker, and Daniel deeply regretted that. Each evening, he covered her with blankets, gazed at her tiny resting hands, and quietly vowed to improve, strive more, remain resilient. Yet certain nights, the quiet in the apartment felt overwhelming, painfully vacant. Their neighbor across the hallway, Sophia, brought an unexpected warmth. 30 years old, serene, self-assured, the type of woman whose steps were light, yet whose company naturally brightened any room. She worked remotely, carried a subtle scent of lavender, and frequently kept her door slightly ajar so her cat could roam the corridor. Daniel observed her. Naturally, he did. Most people would, but he never allowed his gaze to stay too long. He refused to be that man, not any longer. One afternoon, following a tiring day of keeping everything intact with sheer willpower, Daniel went out to dispose of the garbage. He appeared worn out, shirt creased, hair tousled, worry clinging to him like darkness. That was the moment it occurred. He noticed Sophia near her entrance, stretching upward to attach a notice for a delivery. She had on a comfortable navy sweater, her hair pulled back casually, her expression calm and open. Daniel attempted not to gaze, only a moment, perhaps 2. He appreciated how tranquil she seemed, a feeling he had not experienced in ages. But then she turned, their gazes connected. He felt alarm, glanced away quickly, acting as if he needed to adjust his lace, though it was already fine. Sophia smiled warmly, moving nearer. Daniel. He stilled at hearing his name. She had never spoken it previously. You do not need to look away, she said kindly. And then she spoke the words that caused his pulse to race. If you wish to gaze, simply say so. He stared, puzzled, embarrassed, uncertain if he understood correctly. But Sophia was not teasing. She was not ridiculing him. She was not toying with emotions. She had noticed the fatigue in his expression, the isolation he believed he concealed, the father supporting his entire universe with unsteady strength. She truly noticed him, perhaps more clearly than anyone ever had. He could not find words. He struggled to reply. All he produced was a soft, unsteady exhale as everything around him grew quiet. Sophia murmured, I am not someone to fear, and, for the first time in ages, Daniel felt truly noticed. The following morning, Daniel anticipated discomfort. How could it be otherwise? But when he opened his door to take Lily to school, Sophia was already in the corridor tending to her cat. She smiled, act natural, as though nothing extraordinary had taken place. Good morning, she said kindly. Daniel nodded in return, still uncertain how to behave near her. Lily pulled his hand. That is Luna's mom, she whispered excitedly, pointing toward the cat. Sophia chuckled lightly. I suppose that makes me a parent as well. Lily immediately warmed to her. Children always recognize gentle souls swiftly. In the days that followed, Sophia discovered gentle ways to reach out to Daniel without pressuring him. Occasionally she placed fresh-baked cookies by his door. Occasionally she volunteered to assist with bags. Occasionally she merely remarked, tough day. When spotting him returning home weary from work, Daniel gradually realized things. Sophia truly heard him. Sophia genuinely cared. Sophia never criticized him. She simply understood him. One stormy evening, Lily fell ill. Daniel grew anxious. The temperature rose quickly, and his vehicle refused to start. He stood in the hallway cradling his shivering daughter, desperately thinking of options. Then Sophia opened her door. Daniel, what is wrong? He described the situation, his voice cracking from worry and dread. Without pause, Sophia took her jacket. "Come, I will drive you to the doctor." It went beyond mere assistance. It was how she held Lily's hand in the back, soothing her, sharing tiny stories to ease her discomfort from the heat. Daniel witnessed something unexpected. Sophia was not only kind, she was dependable, trustworthy, fully there. Later, outside the doctor's office, once Lily had improved, Daniel rested on a seat, drained beyond description. Sophia joined him. "You do not need to handle it all by yourself," she said softly. Daniel swallowed with difficulty. "I am accustomed to it." "You should not have to be," she answered. Quiet fell, but a comforting, secure quiet. Sophia gazed at him with tender eyes. Not sympathy, not desire, something profound, something enduring. "You remember that evening?" she said. "When I suggested you just ask. I was not referring to gazing." Daniel looked at her, puzzled. "I meant," she paused, selecting her thoughts, "wisely, if you need encouragement, assistance, companionship, anything, simply ask." The breath escaped Daniel's chest. No one had offered him that in so long. No one had remained by his side without wanting repayment. No one had provided him a gentle place to rest. He remained silent, but his eyes shimmered. Sophia rested a soft hand on his arm. "Daniel, you are permitted to rely on someone as well." For the first time, he trusted it. And for the first time, he understood perhaps Sophia was more than a neighbor. Perhaps she was the one who would guide him in restoring the pieces of himself he had long neglected.